What up, guys? What up? What up? What up? What up? I am. What's funny is I had the office pretty much set up, and I had to get some electrical work done, and it got rearranged. So you guys are gonna go with me while I reset some stuff back up, and just kind of check in, man. I know we got a couple of big drops coming in the next day or two, and I kind of want to check in with everybody, see what their feelings are, because I'm feeling a certain way, if I'm being honest, about how some of these drops are starting to transpire. And as a dad on a budget, it's kind of disheartening. I don't know if I'm the only one that feels this way, but, you know, we'll see what happens. You know, I started this hobby to spend time with my son. Then it became, we were chasing product. Then it became, we were focusing on making content. Then it became, we were vending. And then it started breaking my heart because I got so caught up in making the money that I stopped chasing the memories with many, many. And what that did for me is it made me kind of stop and pivot. Is this what I want to do? Do I want to spend my time, you know, standing in line for 10, 12 hours, or not, well, sometimes overnight, but you just I just felt like I could serve better by not focusing on the card's value as much as uh, the memory value, and it was a big shift. I'm not gonna lie, it uh it threw me for a loop because I felt like I was he kind of shut down, I shut down because I'm like, this isn't working. Where he was getting upset because scalping was becoming rampant, and if you weren't backdooring product, you weren't getting product, and I could do so much, but you know we were going through a divorce, and it was super rough, and I didn't know what to do, and I had to take a step back, and it kind of threw me for a loop because hey, welcome. Uh, I don't. Hey, hey, Sherry Roof, welcome. Thank you for the like. I moved into a new house. My divorce was finalized July 1st, and I got a space for me and the kids, and I needed some electrical work done, and my office completely was re-renovated. So, if many of you guys know, I got the Pokey Corner, and now I'm working on my second collection, which is the Star Wars Corner. Now, if you guys have followed the channel for any little bit, I am a huge collector of Star Wars, and I had to make a decision that I was either going to collect everything and anything, or I was going to streamline my collection to only one thing that I was going to display. Because I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be that guy who just kind of looks like I am from Los Angeles. Thank you, Mohammed. How are you? And thank you for all the love, by the way. So when I moved into this house about 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I had all my collection in this room. And if you watch any of the earlier videos, it looked like a storage unit threw up, and it literally did because I had 20 years worth of stuff, and I had to kind of make a decision on what I wanted to do. So this is what I ended up doing with the Poke Corner. I actually got this at a free marketplace, and all my Funkos on here have custom prints and stuff like that. And then I have my binder collection over here. These are all master sets, some single quests. Yeah, Los Angeles. And then these up here, these are forever memories with people in my life. Like that was given to me by a really good friend of mine. Another partner of mine printed that for me. I found that with lunchbox with my son, Jelly Roll, uh, special mementos, my nanny, me and Mini Minis, all our conventions. My daughter for Stranger Things. A really good friend of mine gave that to me before she moved. Of course, Niners all day, baby. And now, since I reached out to my electrician that if he needs me to have the stuff, so I figured I'd come on live, check in with everybody, and show us. I'm not in Los Angeles. I'm farther out, but I was born and raised in LA. uh, and I moved out here when I originally got married. So the first thing I would say is uh, when you guys are setting up your any type of Funkos, you really don't want them on the floor, just because in case something happens. Someone behind you. No, no, no one behind me. Oh, you're talking about Henry the Stormtrooper? Can you believe someone actually threw that away and I found it? So I'm gonna put these boards down so my big Funkos are not directly on the floor. It's my guardian angel. Uh, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put these boards, because I got these jumbo pops that are about 2 feet tall, and I just want to make sure that they're not directly on the floor, because heaven forbid something happens, I would be devastated. But I was thinking about it as Minnie and I were talking about. He wants to camp out tonight, but I don't know what's dropping tomorrow. I know Best Buy is having a release. I don't think Pitch Black is dropping tomorrow, and I know the 30th hasn't dropped yet. Even though everybody's doing pre-orders and going stupid. And of course, Poke Center is about as helpful as a bag of rocks. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but as a dad on a budget, I can't afford market. Hey, twin duo, how are you, buddy? Twin duo. So I'm assuming twins, right? But so these Funkos, and I'll show you guys as I'm done. Each Funko has a special meaning to me. As you guys can see, my Funko collection that I'm choosing to display is all Darth Vader, different customs, and as well as uh, special moments in the movie history. I'm blessed and highly favored, twin. You know what I mean? Minnie is at our good friend's house, kind of hanging out for today. I'm gonna get this set up so I can start streaming again on a regular basis, and then I got some errands to run because I follow the market to the best I can, and uh, trying to support his pokey habit. But I have a bunch of these that we're selling. I got to package them up and get them on the way. And almost all my collection is been given to me by dear friends, as well as hunts of mine as we shopped around. Like this was a couple of years ago at Disneyland. You had to be a pass holder. It's a You had a little drink. You're like, hello, Luke, I am your father. So I have built this collection, and when I finally got a place where I could display it, I was like, man, I have a lot of stuff. So I literally probably have a couple, I want to say at least 8 or 9 totes of other Star Wars memorabilia and Disney stuff and stuff like that. But I didn't want my office to be a hodgepodge of just kind of a collection thrown up everywhere. I wanted it to mean something. I actually ordered this. I got the pre-release, and I'm a big sealed collector kind of guy, which is kind of ironic considering that you know. And yes, for my birthday, my best friend took me to Disneyland. Well, thank you, Giorgio. I will do the same as soon as we get off the stream for my birthday. The battery might be dead. Take it. Of course, it lights up red, but my battery is dead, I think. I actually got a couple of them, but this is my custom made. And the funny is, we went to Savi's. I'm gonna take Mini for his birthday this year, and I was the only one that got red. I was trying to get the black crystal so I can get the black lightsaber, but it it didn't pan out. So yeah, I'm trying to get this all set up right now so that way, since I have a house to myself, I can really focus on getting stuff organized. Now, my first real comic hero that I really loved before I fell head over heels with Darth Vader was the one and only Batman. It was my first jumbo that I got. Uh, Mini Mini is on. He's out with his buddies right now, and that's why I'm doing this since it's just me at the house. Now, one of my favorite pieces, a lot of people don't know, I'm looking for its twin. I actually had it at one point, but I didn't get back to the shop in San Diego. The coin toss. Those are my boys. If you're out in San Diego, I'm looking. So I got the Millennium Falcon, right? But this is the Millennium Falcon with Lando. I'm looking for the one with Han Solo. And just because it's such an iconic piece of memorabilia is why. And then, the funny thing is, if you know, you know, you know, and my son, my daughter, not so much, Princess Pokey, uh, we're big Marvel fans. So I had to get Tony Stark. And, and what I love about the characters that I like is they're all, they're humans. You know what I mean? They're not, I mean, they're superheroes in some of them, but most of them are just regular Joes. Batman was a guy who was, you know, super, and this is a really cool one. These are hard to get. This is in my streaming office, actually. Uh, After 20 years, I got a divorce. We moved around 3 times in the last year because I was trying to find a place big enough for all of us. And then we ended up finding our home that we have right now. Not planning to buy anytime soon. The market's not in the right spot, but I definitely want to build. And of course, if you watch any of the series, Anakin versus Count Dooku. Well, thank you, Twin Duo. I wish you good too. Or whereabouts are you from? You don't. Please don't give your exact location for safety reasons. But are you in California? Or are you where are you at in the world? Thank you for everybody who's checking in. I'm just a dad on a budget in the Poke world. And if are you guys into Pokemon? Do you guys know what's dropping tomorrow? Why is everybody going all crazy in the chats and stuff like that? I can't seem to find what's going on. And uh, you know, if how long have you guys been? Did you guys just find us today, or have you guys been fans for a minute, following our journey, or what's going on? Now, here's something else to think about. This guy, uh, my girl got for me. She had to order it. Yeah, that's my guy right there. That's the jumbo Darth Vader. It's so funny is that I want to take him out, but there's certain things I don't want out. You know, you're in the U.S. Cool. All right. So and the one thing I've noticed about my collection is now that I've kind of streamlined it and been like, okay, this is what I want, this is what I don't want on display, is that I'm being really selective about when I go out and I hunt and I collect. This one actually lights up. It's actually really cool. So, and I had it arranged a certain way, but like I said, the guys were here and they were working on my electricity. I even got a Sensi warmer, which I may end up opening up at a different time, but right now I just like it. But everything that I have on display here is going to be just Darth Vader, just because I want to keep it kind of uniform. And the funny thing is, I got to figure out how to display everything. Because you know what's funny is, yeah, I'm organizing right now. This isn't anything. This is just my Darth Vader stuff, because I wanted it to stay uniform. I have a whole section of other Star Wars stuff. I was trying to finish the master sets. So if you into Funkos, Funkos come out with sets. For this particular set, the Red Saber series, I have every single one of them, but I don't want to display them all because I'm trying to feng shui my collection area. And for me, that means even though I have some great pieces, I'm not going to just throw everything up and be like, oh, look what I got. Like everything has, like all the ones I have on display are Darth Vader. And this is from the Bounty series, and I have almost all of them. But then I stopped collecting it because I'm like, well, those are cool, but do I really want to have all that on display? And as much as I do, like I even got some minis, and I'll show you guys if you hang out to the end. I'm going to show you the last two pieces I just picked up at this local shop that they revamped their whole area, and it was really well done. So I ended up copying some stuff. Halloween, one of my favorite holidays. I don't even know where my girl got this one, but she did. She always finds me cool stuff. And the funny thing is, I don't want, I want everything to be displayed, but I don't want it to be like, oh, just kind of thrown up everywhere. So you kind of have to figure out how you're going to display it, what you're going to display, and then you kind of trying to organize it all together because I want it to be feng shui. What's the coolest thing I have is memories with my kids. All this is cool for display and, you know, stuff like that. But realistically, without my kids, none of this really matters, you know. And I realize that, yeah, I can't take all this with me. At some point, I'm going to downsize so the kids, it's easier on the kids in the end, what they want to do. But I just try to, I try to invest smart. That way there will be something for them to, you know, work with. I even got this, which I don't know where she got it. You can't see it, but it's a Darth Vader one. I would thank you for all that, Twin Duel. What are you into? Do you stream also, or are you just YouTuber subscriber, or what's your channel about? I'll go check you out as soon as I'm done off of this. Oh, look at this. And unfortunately, there wasn't the chase in here, but that's super cool. It's funny as I had this set up a certain way before, and then, you know, things get moved around. And you're like, well, I don't like it there. I want to put that here. And I don't know. What do you guys think? Am I doing too much? Oh, you don't know how to stream? Okay. Well, all it is if you have, I think you need 50 subscribers, hit the go live button and you go crazy. It's, and you put yourself out there, man. I don't know how to stream either. We got to 1,000 subscribers pretty quick because Mini pulled the Beehole Pikachu off a free pack that he got from Clover at Collecticon LA. And then ever since then, I've just kind of been building the brand, doing lives, and just trying to be the best version of myself that I could be for my son. And some days it goes really well, and some days, yeah, not so much. And I can't say anything other than all you could do is try. Worst case scenario, it doesn't pan out, and people don't watch your channel, and you keep on pushing. Oh, I do fish. We go out a couple times a year. We have a special event that we do for a good friend of ours whose son passed away, and it's part of our yearly routine. Uh, and I really love it. Minnie loves it. It's one of his favorite things to do, and we definitely have a good time. I think I kind of got a vibe. I don't know what you guys think. Do you go whereabouts do you go fishing, Twin? What's crazy is I don't want to. Okay, I'm almost done setting up, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I got. The last two things I got. Now, this is a special die cast. I've never opened it, but there's a die cast one that I was given. It's super cool. But I think I'm going to put it here because I don't want it. Actually, no, I'll leave the soda there. Soda's fine. You kind of want the, I'll put it down here and then I'll raise that up. There's another one I got. This is Lights and Sounds. It's a smaller version. Oh, you don't fish? Oh, you go with your friends? Okay, cool. Do you do deep sea fishing, pier fishing, lake fishing? What kind of fishing do you get into? There you go. Just gotta kind of coordinate. Lake fishing. I haven't done that since I was a kid. But you know what? I would be game to try. Me and my friend that we go out with every year to celebrate and honor his son. They want to go pier fishing, which I think we're going to end up doing uh, as soon as things kind of settle down, which is pretty much nowadays. Uh, so I totally get that. So give me a couple more seconds, and I'm going to show you the last couple of things I got collected, which I think are super cool. Is it sad that that bothers me that the die cast is off just a little bit? Mm, trying to see what I can use to level it out. Do you guys, anybody here play the Pokemon game, the card game, the TCG? I'm actually learning how to play it and putting my deck together, which is kind of cool. I'm super excited about that. Uh, it's not the easiest. Last time I played, I got my butt whooped. Trying to see what I have that can use as a. Uh, I guess I don't have anything. It's funny is I like things to look a certain way, and I don't want them to tilt or fall. But you kind of get in this. Okay, how's it look? Oh, you don't have it. Okay. And the cool thing about it is, once you start figuring out what exactly you like, you can kind of adjust your collection. Like for me, once I said, okay, it's going to be just Vader that I'm going to display, it just made life a lot easier when I started displaying stuff. Oh, man. Mm, I don't know, guys. Maybe this will work. There we go. See? Just gotta work smarter, not harder. So you guys ready to see the last two pieces I picked up? All right, I'll show you guys. I think this even came out better than it was originally displayed. I like that. So last two pieces I picked up. Bam! Look at that. And I could have swore I thought I had it, and I'm like, oh man. But luckily I didn't. So now the problem is, once you start collecting like this, you're like, okay, well, where does everything go? Because you don't want it to be so cluttered. And then the other thing I got that I really, really like, I've never seen that, so I had to cop it. You guys ready to see the whole chingadera now? And then I have all the artwork up there. So I appreciate you guys. Oh, you know what? I got to get the ad-ats. So, did you guys watch the Mandalorian movie? They were only giving away two of these a day at every theater, and my girl got me one. It was super cool. So I'm gonna try to set it up. So I actually had the Millennium Falcon too, but and this was from 2 years ago, I believe, the Disneyland popcorn bucket. So now I got two AT-ATs. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it up like this. I had a good partner of mine from back in the day. He made an Avenger sign for my son, but it broke. But I thought it was kind of poetic that way because if you watch the movies and everything that's happening in the Marvel universe right now, it's like poetic, at least to me. So I put it on the floor like it's fallen, and the AT-AT is sitting there about to attack the other AT-AT because this is Mando's AT-AT now. And boom, that's it. Thank you, Bucka. I tried. You know what's funny is I've been putting this room together for like seems like forever, but I just have to buckle down and get things going. Oh, and I almost forgot this. It's my mug. And the funny thing is, it closed up and it just became a little too much. So let me ask you guys. I got three people on here, and thank you guys for the thumbs up. Thank you for the follows. Where are you guys at in the hobby? Are you guys? Do you guys all collect Pokemon, or you just happen to stumble across this because it was alive? I'm gonna go for a couple more minutes, and then I got. Oh, you know what you guys can do? You guys want to hold on for a second? Let me go get my laptop so I can do these orders. Dude, I understand that so much. We hit a machine yesterday, and my son was able to get 4 packs. Like, I don't know whereabouts you're at, bro, but the scalping is so stupid and rampant. And then my son wants to spend the night and do do a camp out, or you know, not a camp out, but yeah, kind of camp out. But he wants to uh, he wants to he wants to Minnesota, dude. Okay, so it's not just me in California going nuts. Okay, hold on one second. I got to make sure my PS is up to par. You guys mind if I moon you? But all right, twin. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate you, bub. I'm gonna try to go live more often, but I don't really know if that's gonna happen. Sorry, I gotta charge my thing. Yeah, we don't have a lot of Dollar Generals by us. I think there's only one in like a 20-mile radius. So I definitely understand the frustration. We got Best Buys and stuff like that, but nothing's ever hitting. You know what I mean? Got to enter rest mode so my PS can charge my other controller. Hey, thank you for subscribe. I appreciate it. Uh, I had a setup like that at somebody at a store that had a machine, and unfortunately, due to bad behavior, the store manager shut it down, and they bricked our machine for a long time. And it's plugged back in now, but it doesn't, like, it's on that stuck machine where it says uh, updating, please wait, updating, please wait. So it's been frustrating on our part. He doesn't know that I have a little bit of a stash for him to rip, but I don't rip on daily basis anymore because I just can't afford it. I was able to find packs at MSRP or inventory. It was like, oh, let's do a pack a day, and then you come to think about, like, how are you a Pokemon channel, and you don't rip packs, right? Like, and you feel like a fraud, and then you feel people aren't going to want to watch you, and you struggle with it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But I do know that I love the hobby. I love master setting. I love the thrill of the hunt and making deals. And I love the fact that Mini has been able to learn life lessons without having to be in the streets. Like, a lot of the stuff that he's learning how to do, that I've been teaching him, has been through learning things the hard way. You get my drift. And hold on. Let me, my little Vader phone guy. Let me use him. So it's just been one of those things where, trying to find what works and what doesn't. You know what? Two things I need to do. Yeah, finding people that work at the store that are willing to help you out, it's a godsend. It's the only way, honestly, nowadays you're able to get any product at MSRP. Because if not, you're going to be fighting everybody and their mama. And I don't, I really don't want to have to chase down a bunch of stuff. It's kind of like, hey, cool, if we can get it, great. If not, then I'm just going to leave it as is. And it makes me sad because I want my son to be able to find product. And, I don't know about you, Bucka, but just seeing their face light up when they get a pack. And then, of course, the thing sucks when you don't get a hit in the pack, but just seeing them get so excited they were able to find a pack in the wild, it's just, it's, it's so, it's, to me, it just lights my heart up. My desk is full of packs that we've gotten over the last couple weeks that we've been ripping. I collect bulk, and I like having how people finish their master sets, and then I also am master set. Right? It seems like the last couple of hits have just been, or last couple of sets have just been gnarly on me, and it's just like, God damn it. It's funny as I cleaned up the center of the room, and I just feel like my desk is just like, I got all these cards I need to sort, and I got things that I'm looking to finish, and sets I'm trying to put together, and it's just like, you know what? Let me get smart. I need to clear my desk space. It just seems like these new sets have just been brutal. Like, it doesn't seem like there's any type of rhyme or reason. My son pulled a gold uh, Lucario on Christmas Day, literally last pack. And then I finished a 2-year promise. We got all the promos from, hold on. Sorry, I'm going through cards. This is one of my favorite cards. It reminds me of me and my kids. No, it's still sitting in his forever pile. I do have a box of stuff that I need to send off to get graded. It's funny you ask that because he's like, Dad, when are we going to get our stuff graded? And I tell him, oh, it'll happen, buddy. We pulled that at card party. Another one that he pulled. My son has great luck. You know what? I think somebody had asked me what's my most valuable card, and my two most valuable cards uh, are these two, the ones that my son drew for me. And my daughter got me this one because I'm a garbage pail kid dad. And I got some of I'm doing the the artistry. And the one thing I noticed, I don't know how you guys feel about it, but uh, so I was doing this trade, not this trade, this challenge, where I had to do the evolutions. Me and my son and our best friends, every year we do card party. We do this challenge where whoever gets the best binder page for under $100 can, and they win. We have a tag team card, and they get to keep it for the year. And unfortunately, for the second year in a row, the dads lost. But in the trade process, I came across a lot of these cool cards that I think are super awesome. And I'm so used to the mindset of, oh, we got to flip, we got to flip, we got to flip, that I was like, okay, let me flip it. And I was like, why am I flipping these? I kind of like these. And so, don't know what happened. Sorry about that. But I really like these. So I'm going to keep them. And you know what the cool thing about them is that there's no rhyme or reason. I just like the artwork on them, and I think they're really cool. Uh, and then the thing about these is I have a binder that's just promos. As a matter of fact, I'm going to add these to the binder right now. So I have a binder that's promos, and I'm actually starting the second binder of promos. So I have a yellow binder down there. That's all promos. This one is going to be more promos. And it's a top loader binder. So protects the cards. My boys at Supreme hooked it up. Do you go to any local events out in Minnesota or no? I just like these. I think I'm gonna put them in mini minis forever binder. It's a side quest. All right. Uh, I'm into master sets, right? I like finishing master sets. Currently, these are all the master sets I'm working on. Why I'm doing so many, I don't know. But it's something that I like doing, so I'm doing it. All right, so let me look in here. Buck, are you here? How long have you guys been in the hobby? Funny is you get everything going, and you're just like, okay, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Uh, uh, okay. Amy Kelly. Amy Kelly. Okay. All right. Got that done. Okay, so what I need to do is get these orders ready. Uh,